Action.
All right, so I've shown you guys shop builds, racing, all kinds of other stuff, and it's time to show you my personal vehicles. Give you guys tours of all the different ones I got. We're gonna start out with the Nuke van. This is a 1953 Ford Vanette, and it was converted by the state of California in 1953 during the Cold War for fast response in case of a nuclear incident. So that's why we call it the Nuke van, because it's literally made for the apocalypse. All right, so we'll start in the front. Again, 53 Ford Vanette. The coolest thing about this is they only made 3 of these for the Department of Civil Defense for California, and this is the only known one to still exist.
Damn.
So it's not really anything near what it was, you know, back in the day. It's just the body now and the chassis. Everything else has been converted, but it, you know, it's still pretty cool to have like a one-of-one vehicle. Start on the front. You'll see we got lots of Baja Designs lights on this. There's 10 LP6 lights on this thing total. There's 6 on the roof and 4 on the bumper. You got the yellow driving lights down here. You've got a Warren M15S winch, big 15,000 pound synthetic rope winch. Military grade stuff, nothing fancy, no Bluetooth, nothing like that, just a American made winch. We got the Factor 55 Haas Fairlead here and their Ultra Hook setup. So these are nice because you can use them all kinds of different ways. Really versatile piece here. Custom winch bumper that we built here at the shop. My favorite thing about this winch bumper is we used the original bumper and we basically took the components, we basically took the original bumper and turned it into a winch bumper. Cut it, sectioned it, brought it forward, built a heavy duty winch plate for it, built these tubular guards here, and then kind of painted it and tried to patina it and make it look like it came that way. We did the same thing with the brush guard on the roof that holds all the lights up top.
Train you must.
Tires and wheels. We got the Toyo Open Country MTs, front and rear. 2 different sizes because this is a dually and I wanted something a little fatter in the front. We got the 255 85 16s in the back, and we got the 305 70 18s in the front. So on the outside, again, we got more Baja Designs lighting. These are the Baja Designs XL80s, and those have scene lenses in them, which kind of diffuse all the light. So when you're eating or doing whatever camping, you can light up the whole area and it's not like a laser beam in your face. All right, so out back, you will notice there is more Baja Designs lights. You got 2 more XL80 scenes. They work really good for when people tailgate me in the freeway. It's kind of awesome. Get those tailgaters. Anyways, in the back here, we've got all the Outback Power Systems off-grid stuff that powers the interior. So this is a 4.5 kilowatt inverter, and there's a 60 amp charge controller as well. And then everything is wired just like a house, so that it's all to code. You also see we've got a tankless hot water heater here, which is kind of nice. And the hot water heater is cool because it's got a 100-foot lead with a filter on it, and you can like throw it in a river anywhere, and it'll filter the water, bring it up, make it hot, and you can take it outside.
That is
shower.
badass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and then we've got all kinds of stuff back here. You know, we've got the jump starter from Anti-Gravity. We've got a power station from Anti-Gravity. I've also got a little fold-out solar panel, so you can always have power for whatever you want anywhere, and it doesn't have to be from the truck. And then, you know, you've got storage for all like your power cables, flat repair kit, you know, another jump starter. Everything else is down here. 3 big Tesla panels on the roof. They make about 1,200 watts of charging power for the system in there, for the off-grid system. And then all the battery storage is handled by some Full River batteries. They're 100 amp hour big deep cycle batteries, and there's 4 of them back here. So you can run all day on a set of those, no problem. 2 spares. Got 2 spare tires here. Because the tires are different front and rear, we carry a spare rear and a spare front. It's my baby right here. So this is a 1965 McCulloch 1-43 chainsaw. It's 80 cc's. It is the hardest thing in the world to start, but it is a beefy machine and it's gonna last forever. And it kind of matches the whole vibe of the apocalypse truck. So I don't like to lay in the mud and kind of use a bottle jack with the hand pump and everything. So this is an air over hydraulic bottle jack, and I think it's like 40 ton or something. So it's definitely lift this thing up. And if that thing is screwed up, then we got the old standby high lift here as well. So, and then up top you see that vent. It's got a Toshiba smart air conditioner on the inside too. So it's got front and rear AC. The front AC is driven on by the engine, and the rear AC is driven off the battery inverter solar system. All right, let's talk about what's underneath the truck. So in the rear, we've got a corporate 14 bolt. It's out of a tow truck, so it's a little skinnier than usual, and then on dually wheels, and that has a limited slip differential in it. Front axle is a Dana 60 high pinion out of an 89 Ford F350. It is also has a limited slip diff in it. I do want to upgrade to ARB air lockers front and rear, but we haven't quite done that yet. You peep your head in there. I've got the Curry anti-rock sway bars front and rear on this thing. All right, powertrain wise, I kind of hinted to it up front. It's got a 5.9 liter Cummins turbo diesel in it, ATS exhaust manifold, ATS Aurora turbo, dynamite diesel injectors, slightly reworked. It's a VE pump, so there's not a whole lot you can get out of it, but it's the most reliable one you can get. So that's the engine. Transmission is a 5-speed G-Trag out of a 91 first-gen truck, and the transfer case is an iron divorced NP205. You can see it here on the side where it says State of California Office of Civil Defense, and then very, very so slightly you can see right here where it says Radiological Safety Service, and then it says field unit number, and you can't read the rest of it because something. All right, come inside and check out the interior of this thing. Alright, so inside doesn't look anything like the outside. Inside is very polished. You'll see all cedar walls, solid bamboo floors, solid bamboo countertops. We got the fridge over here. It's kind of an old school look. Little magic chef, top and bottom, freezer and fridge. We've got the stainless sink and cooktop here, which is kind of slick. All kind of just hides away when you're driving. Cabinets, everything's solid hardwood. In case I need a lot more food than the fridge can handle, we've got the Iceco fridge freezer here, which is kind of slick. Opens on either side. It's got a freezer section there and a fridge part there. So in the back we got bunk beds, one for my kids, twin size, and then for me and the wife right here we got the queen size bed. Those two doors back there open up, so if you're somewhere scenic like on the coast, you can back up to the ocean, pop the doors open, chill in bed, kind of relax.
Netflix
You got
and chill.
the Toshiba smart AC there. Right now it's set for 70 degrees, so it just stays 70 degrees all the time in here. You really don't need to ever turn it off because this thing's, unless the sun blacks out, like it always has power. So this thing is fully insulated. So there's double thick foam insulation in the walls and in the roof, so it stays nice in here. Plus, when it gets real hot, you got these little vent flotchies up here. One in the front, one in the rear. Up front we got custom PRP seats. My guys at PRP made these for me. They're suede, leather, 4-point harnesses. It's kind of hard to mount 4 points in an RV, but I built these custom harness bars for the driver's seat and the passenger seats. So everybody's got a nice 4-point harness. Driver's seat is an Enduro Elite, also custom made by PRP. Perfectly matches the passenger seats here. We got the Serape PRP steering wheel. Little extra stees up front. Autometer gauges. GPS speedometer. We got the stereo system here. All the lighting controls that we'll be upgrading to the S-Pod stuff for all the Baja designs. Right now it's just this ghetto like Amazon switch panel that I put in like 5 years ago. All right, this thing has a full home theater in it. So it has surround sound. It's got 4 kicker 6-inch speakers all the way around the van. And then it's got a 32-inch Samsung smart flat screen here. And a Blu-ray DVD player over here. So this thing's pretty well set up. Front and rear AC, suede leather seats. I forgot to mention they have lumbar support and they're heated. So
damn, like, son.
Extra bougie, pinkies out. This is the doghouse I talked about earlier. You'll see it's a 5-speed manual, which is kind of awesome. It'd probably be easier if it was automatic, but this thing's built to survive the apocalypse, so manual transmission it is. You know what I forgot to mention is underneath the bed here, I'm not going to lift it up and show you, but there's all like fishing supplies, there's dry food, there's batteries, there's pretty much everything down there. There's chairs, anything you need to go camping or anything you need to survive is in the storage underneath the bed. In here we got, can't go anywhere without your spare heat waves. Got a medic kit and then all kinds of videos for my kid to watch. So that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else to show you in here. If you like the videos, like and subscribe, and I should be posting one up every week.